What if I told you that over a century ago, an explosion occurred that was over 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima? Welcome to the story of the Tunguska Event. On a seemingly ordinary day, June 30th, 1908, something extraordinary happened. Deep in the remote wilderness of Siberia, Russia, a massive explosion shattered the tranquility of the early morning. This wasn't any ordinary blast, mind you. This was the Tunguska Event, a unique and mysterious incident that remains a topic of fascination even today. The estimated strength of this explosion was equivalent to 3 to 5 megatons of TNT. Yes, you heard it right. That's over 1,000 times more potent than the atomic bomb that devastated Hiroshima in 1945. Now that's a sobering comparison, isn't it? But what caused this colossal explosion? The most widely accepted theory among scientists is that it was the result of a meteoroid or a comet exploding in our atmosphere. That's right, a space rock, hurtling towards Earth at astronomical speeds, disintegrated and exploded before it could even touch the ground. The explosion was so powerful that it flattened an astonishing 80 million trees over an area of 2,150 square kilometers. That's an area larger than the city of London, completely decimated. Eyewitnesses hundreds of kilometers away reported a blinding flash of light, followed by a thunderous boom that echoed across the vast Siberian landscape. The Tunguska Event is the largest recorded impact event on Earth in recent history. It's a testament to the sheer power and unpredictability of our cosmos, and a stark reminder of our planet's vulnerability to extraterrestrial threats. As we delve deeper into the story of the Tunguska Event, we'll explore the aftermath of the explosion, the scientific investigations that followed, and the lessons we've learned from this extraordinary event. Just to give you an idea of the magnitude, the explosion flattened over 80 million trees over an area of 2,150 square kilometers. Now let's see what happened next. Imagine a blinding flash of light followed by a loud boom. This is what eyewitnesses reported seeing and hearing on that fateful day in 1908. The Tunguska Event wasn't just a spectacle to behold. It was a force that left an indelible mark on our planet. The aftermath of the explosion was nothing short of catastrophic. The explosion's shockwave was so powerful it flattened approximately 80 million trees across an area of over 2,150 square kilometers. That's an area larger than the city of Los Angeles, all decimated in a matter of moments. Beyond the immediate vicinity, the event sent ripples across the globe, both literally and metaphorically. Atmospheric disturbances were recorded worldwide, as the shockwave traveled around the Earth not once, but twice. Now imagine that, a shockwave so powerful it encircled our planet twice over. This wasn't just a local event, it was a global phenomenon. Eyewitness accounts from the time paint a vivid picture of the event. Witnesses spoke of a blinding flash of light, brighter than the sun, followed by a heat wave and a sound that could only be described as a loud boom. The sky was set ablaze, and then, almost as quickly as it started, it was over. But the effects of the explosion were far from over. The Tunguska Event was a force of nature on a scale rarely seen in human history. The devastation it caused was immense, but the remoteness of the area meant the full scale of the event wasn't immediately known to the wider world. It would take years for scientists to fully investigate and understand the magnitude of what had happened. The remoteness of the area meant that the full scale of the event wasn't immediately known to the wider world. Now, let's dive into the scientific investigations. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's take a moment to appreciate the raw power and mystery of the Tunguska Event. It took nearly 2 decades before the first scientific expedition reached the site of the Tunguska Event. The remoteness of the region and the turbulent times in Russia delayed the scientific investigation into this massive explosion. When the first team of scientists, led by the Russian mineralogist Leonid Kulik, finally arrived in 1927, they were greeted by a landscape transformed. Imagine a vast expanse of Siberian forest with over 80 million trees laid flat in a radial pattern from the explosion's epicenter. Yet, despite the extensive damage, strangely, there was no impact crater to be found. This perplexed the scientific community, as it contradicted their understanding of meteor impacts. The investigation continued, spanning across generations of scientists. Over time, the puzzle pieces began to fall into place. The lack of an impact crater, the flattened trees radiating away from the epicenter, and the reports of a blinding flash of light pointed towards a new theory. The explosion was likely not from a meteor hitting the Earth, but rather the airburst of a small asteroid or a comet. This theory suggests that a cosmic object, perhaps 60 to 190 meters in size, barreled into Earth's atmosphere at a blistering speed. The intense pressure and heat caused it to explode in the atmosphere, releasing energy equivalent to millions of tons of TNT. However, the object disintegrated in the airburst and never actually struck the Earth's surface, hence the absence of a crater. Even today, the Tunguska Event is a hot topic of scientific debate, with new theories and evidence continually emerging. Some propose it was a comet, not an asteroid, due to the absence of meteoric material. Others suggest an exotic explanation, like a mini black hole or even an alien spacecraft. Despite the extensive research, the Tunguska Event remains a mystery in many ways. But the event is not just a historical curiosity. It serves as a stark reminder of our vulnerability to cosmic events and the importance of monitoring near-Earth objects. The Tunguska Event, though shrouded in mystery, continues to echo in the halls of scientific discourse. The Tunguska Event is more than just a fascinating historical event. It's a stark reminder of the potential dangers from space. This incident, over a century old, continues to captivate scientists and researchers alike, holding lessons that are as relevant today as they were back in 1908. Many of us look up at the night sky, enchanted by the twinkling stars and the calm beauty they present. But hidden amidst this tranquility are objects that could cause significant damage if they were to collide with Earth. The Tunguska Event is a potent example of what can happen when a celestial object, even a relatively small one, meets our planet's atmosphere. The sheer power of the explosion, equivalent to millions of tons of TNT, and the widespread destruction it caused, remind us of the immense energy carried by objects hurtling through space. Even though this event occurred in a remote area, sparing humanity from a large-scale disaster, it's a sobering example of what could happen if a similar event were to occur over a populated region. Today, scientists continue to study the Tunguska Event, using it as a learning tool to understand similar phenomena that could happen in the future. It has spurred advancements in asteroid detection and planetary defense strategies, highlighting the need for continuous monitoring of the skies for potential threats. Despite our technological advancements, the cosmos remains largely unpredictable. The Tunguska Event is a reminder that we share our existence with a vast, powerful, and sometimes a potentially dangerous universe. It's a nudge to maintain our vigilance, to keep looking up and out, to ensure we're prepared for any surprises the universe might throw our way. The Tunguska Event, while a fascinating piece of history, also stands as a warning. It's a call to continue our exploration and understanding of the cosmos, not just for the sake of curiosity, but also for our safety. As we continue to explore the cosmos, the Tunguska Event serves as a sobering reminder of the power and unpredictability of our universe.